Oh, hey, hi, I'm J.Lynn Johnston. Welcome to day 8 of VEDA 2014, vlogging every day in April. How's it going? Here's a random fact. April 8th is a classmate of mine from elementary school's birthday. Gopal Santhanam. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. It's just one of those things that from first grade, maybe the kid on the playground was blabbing about it so much that April 8th was his birthday. I don't know. I am 36 years old, and I still remember that crap from when I was like 7. Happy birthday, Gopal Santhanam. Well, you guys might have noticed that a lot of these vlogs are simple iPhone uploads. Lazy vlogs in the Toby Turner terminology. And that's because my computers, I have 2 of them. I have an old Mac Mini, it's like 5 years old, and I have an old MacBook Pro, little 13-inch, that is also about 5 years old. And they've seen better days. They got a lot of use out of them, a lot of mileage on them. But when it comes to actually editing high quality footage, like even the iPhone has now, it's kind of hopeless. Super chuggy, won't play back at the right speeds, just like kick. So, especially when I want to play with my GoPro and maybe do some ride footage from the motorcycles or whatever, when it comes time to dump it in and actually edit it, it's hurting. So, I think it's time for a new computer. But here's my conundrum, which is actually a very good conundrum to have. At work, I am due to get a new laptop, which will be a work machine. It won't be mine, but it'll be a MacBook Pro, so I work in video production and, have to kind of have pretty similar compatibilities and be mobile at the same time. So that'll be cool whenever that comes in. I'm apparently on the list. You know how these things go. I'm on the list. Been on the list for a long time, but knowing that I have a MacBook Pro coming for work purposes, I'm reluctant to purchase a new laptop on my own because that would be a little bit redundant, right? So I figure if I'm getting a desktop, I should probably do something that's a little bit more robust than a Mac Mini, than just replacing the Mac Mini I have. That was kind of a stopgap computer that's lasted way longer than I ever expected it to. So that's cool. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, looking at the the Mac Pro towers, the trash can computers, those things make such a gigantic leap up in performance for features that I would never really fully take advantage of, like, crazy multi-core render farm type stuff, 3D animation, and After Effects rendering, and all this crazy special effects type computers. I'm not saying that building a computer similarly spec'd wouldn't be just as expensive, but I don't need all of the specs that are in those things, and there's really no middle ground with them. So I think what I'm going to do is build a Hackintosh. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the concept of a Hackintosh, but basically it's a PC. Now that Intel makes the processors for pretty much every computer, right? The i7 is the latest generation. You can install any operating system you want on it, provided you use hardware that is compatible. So it takes a little bit of extra finagling. It takes a lot of research to make sure you're buying the right components to put into your computer. But you can essentially build a PC to your own specifications, exactly tailor it to what you're going to use it for, which in my case would be light video editing and a little bit of video gaming, right? Without going into any of the super over-the-top features that you don't really want to pay for. And then once you get that PC built, you can, if you do your research right, just install the Mac operating system on it, and you have a dual boot machine that you can run as a Windows 8 machine, or you can run on OS 10.9 Mavericks, which is the current one. I won't be able to trust software update from the from the App Store. I won't be able to run any of those automatic updates or anything like that. But I figure I can get a pretty awesome, pretty screaming machine for about half what I would spend if I went and sprung for the Mac Pro tower trash can. I'm thinking about it. I'm toying with it. Got a lot of guys that I work with that have built PCs, not necessarily Hackintoshes, but really it's just a minor additional step in researching your compatibilities for your drivers and all that nerd stuff, right? But hey, man, I figure I'm so adventurous with working on motorcycles and tearing that stuff down and getting my hands greasy and all that kind of stuff. Really, this is kind of just the technological, slightly geekier side of that same coin. I like being handy, and part of being handy when you're a bit of a geek means doing stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm calling it here, folks. I'm building a Hackintosh. We'll see how this goes. I haven't even really assembled a parts list yet or anything like that. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be doing a vlog about my build and what I wound up getting, and hopefully my outrageous success with a Hackintosh build. But yeah, should be a fun concept, and hopefully it'll expand a lot of my capabilities in a lot of arenas in my computing life. Anyway, bug you later. Happy VEDA. Hope you're well. Okay, bye.